What's going on, guys? So of course today on Shoky Reviews we're going to be taking a look at the GBN guard frame from the HG Build Divers line. And of course previously we've looked at the quote-unquote kind of evolved version of this with the GBN base Gundam. And I did build this one kind of for a custom, so to speak, which we will see in a while. Obviously, I have a lot more to do between now and when that video comes out. But it's kind of a collaboration between myself and Rodimus13. So look forward to that in the future, guys. But in the meantime, we do have GBN guard frame. You got this guy right here with the blue visor. You got that guy there with the gray visor. You got this guy over here with a weird, like, spaceshipy head. Anyway, looks pretty cool. And we got Bandai Spirits logo down here, GBN guard frame, all the things. You got Bandai Spirits 2018 made in Japan. It's pretty cool. It's okay artwork. Okay, so we come over here, we got actions, you got customize original specification, make use of many parts. It's got holes. And you got them there in a cool kneeling position. You've got a multitude of heads you can use, or, well, really it comes down to the visors. You've got guns. Guns can do things. Hey, look, it can go on a base. Hey, look, weapons and stuff that you can put on it. Yay, and look, a bent up corner. And you got GBN guard frame number 20 in the line. Bandai Hgbd. And come to there, you got rear and front shot like we do. And you've got the read up there. Guard, Gunpla deployed to dimensions of GBN. Basically, they're just the police. And you got the introduction to the show. You got 3-year-olds. Probably shouldn't take guard frames to the face because, well, they have eyeballs. You got poly bag. I'll go to 1,600 yen, so it's a little pricey considering what it comes with. But it comes with a lot of extras, so, you know. And you got illustration by Mega Kiryuta, and background images by Saito Yoshinobu. Yay. Try to find the focus. It's somewhere right in here. Anyway, so this is actually a pretty quick build. I actually unboxed this, built it, and now reviewing it in the same kind of afternoon. So all right, let's get to it. Check them out. All right, guys, so before we really get into the Gunpla itself, I wanted to show off the leftovers. So realistically, I did not use the darker of the two types of translucent stuff, so the extra visors here did not use in this particular case. I like the blue a little bit better. And then we also have all the leftover frame parts here. Hey, look, there's some lighting. You got extra feet and all kinds of other stuff going on here. So this is definitely made because it's the HGBF frame, so you can use these for a lot of things. So you've got extra vernier and all kinds of other stuff. A lot of this is actually going to come into play for the custom thing we're going to be doing. Sorry, my nose is running. I just had some food. So there we have some of the guns. Figured I'm not actually going to use these guns, and they're the exact same ones that came with the GBN base Gundam, so I'm actually just going to use those for the review. Save myself a little bit of building time. So realistically, like I said, same exact parts. So now we do the guard frame. Alright, so there's the guard frame, looking all spacey. I mean, he kind of looks like a NASA robot, if I'm honest. NASA actually has a couple robots in the works that are very similar to this. It's kind of funny. So you definitely have a very astronaut-style helmet on this version, which I kind of prefer, if I'm honest. And just to show it off, of course, you get the, I believe it's supposed to be like a Dogram or Dogram-style head. Looks pretty cool, though all the box art shows that there's a framework around there. That's obviously hand painted. And if I zoom in, you can see he's got some nice vents and other molded detail here. And because, once again, I'm going to be customizing and painting this, once again, did not do any of the panel line work. He only comes with a few stickers, as we saw in the unboxing. I didn't use any of them because there was no need. They were just for the cameras that are sort of there. I mean, I don't understand why they would go under this. The other one, maybe, but as it stands, I didn't see a reason to use it at all. But this guy's pretty neat, if I'm honest. So let me straighten it out here. So the head is just on a standard ball joint peg here, but then a hinged neck, so it can come way back like that. can come way forward like that. Hold on. There we go. And then it can rotate, but not, you can get it to go all the way around. You just gotta finagle it past the collar. It's pretty shallow, so it's not too bad to work with. The chest should seem incredibly familiar because it does the same thing what those other two do. So it is based off the Gym and the guard frame, or sorry, GBN Gundam design. So you do get the upward swinging shoulders, so you can. I don't know why I did that. And of course, you can rotate that up, use a little bit of that, and you can get a high game master. And we can go straight out, plus a little bit more with that extra thing. Look at the nice molded detail here on the arm. And that's not a bad, they actually made what would be a really bad gap into just a panel line, which is pretty cool. Bicep rotation, double jointed elbow, nice new hands with the ball joint down here, and the wrist joint itself, which is nice, but always freaks me out a little bit. And this particular wrist doesn't like to stay in very much. Like feels like it's just sitting right on the precipice of the actual socket, so that bothers me a little. He does have some ab rocker there. Just be careful, you're gonna knock the thrusters out the back. I like the molded detail on the chest. You got some little vents here and just all that nice goodness happening there. You can rotate like so. I don't believe you can rock side to side. Nope, not really. Okay. He does have these little, like, baseball home plate side skirts with pegs in them. So those are there, but because his legs are kind of low, they do hit. So that was almost a lie. So you can't do a full-on Jean-Claude. Those side skirts definitely get in the way. But he doesn't have much of a front skirt, so he can get a decent chorus line. If you include the little handle there, which is really funny looking. I won't probably ever understand the need for these feet, but, you know, it's just me. The universal hips are pretty nice up there, but once again, obviously, a little bit limited. Oh, he does have, hold on, I forgot. He does have the shimmy. He should have the shimmy. Hold on. There it goes. The shimmy was stuck. So he's got the shimmy. And double jointed knee. That's more knee than you'll ever need because he can kick himself in his back. You got the handles here on the knee pads. And then come back here. Got some nice little thruster detail on the back. It is hinged up here. And then ball joint and swivel down here on the actual foot, and the handles do move. So there's that, and it's got some itty bitty thrusters at the bottom. So overall, I mean, so far it's good. I digs it a lot. Because this is mostly a repeat of stuff we've kind of seen, I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to the comparisons here, because the accessories are exactly the same as we saw with the GBN Gundam. So, I mean, there's the normal pistol, but in gray, and then the expanded rifle, but in gray. So, I mean, that's literally it. That's all he comes with. But bring in the GBN base Gundam, and you can see is roughly the same size. Just the Gundam bits make him a little bit taller. But other than that, obviously, all of the framework, the stuff, the joints, all of that is identical. And, you know, it doesn't really share any other parts with it. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, like I said, aside from the actual joints and then, like, the hands. And then back where it all began with the Gim. Let's try to balance that out a little bit better. So you got the Gim, which I think is the most extreme situation out of all of them. But I think it's pretty awesome. What I'm thinking about, I need to find the extra heads for this Gym. I know I've got at least one or two of them. I gotta find them because I think they'll look good on that guy if I don't use that helmet. Because I have an idea for the custom. But I might steal the Gym head for that. But essentially, that's the lineup of what this frame can do. It's very, very different. So a Gym style thing, a Gundam style thing, and then something in between, I guess. I mean, what else could you possibly want? And I guess if you really do want, you could totally just pull the Gundam in half by accident. There you go. Slap a Gundam head on it, and it looks really strange. Doesn't it? Looks like a bird head. Really weird. Pull that off of there. Put this one back on just for the fun of it for now. But either way, and like I said, this review being mostly the same as the other things we looked at, I'll just keep jumping through it. So really, it's going to be a shorter review. Now this right here is one reason why I say this is a superior kit. This has always fallen apart from the moment we built them. That center section comes apart. This thing is very stiff. Like most of the joints have a decent amount of friction and are holding them, but look, I can't pull that apart. That one comes apart without even trying. Like literally, I picked it up to take the head off, and the torso came apart. So, in all the aspects of that, this is better. And it technically has more mold details and stuff like that. So this was made to be like a test bed for just throwing parts at, and basically that's what it's going to be. And I appreciate that effort, you know, coming out with a new design of body and stuff like that that you can just throw things at. The build was really simple, you know, having built the previous two things that it modeled after, but this is actually a simpler kit. It actually has a little bit less to go with. There's no moving front skirts at all. You know, slightly less movement up here. There's no shield. There's no beam sabers. So ultimately, as a kit, there's less to do, but you get so much more out of it. You get mounting holes all over this guy, and you get extra stuff with the extra runners to help you mount stuff. So ultimately, it's a really cool, it's a cool build, and it's definitely going to be the perfect base for the custom that we're going to be working on. Technically, Rodimus has already done his, and I'm going to be using his idea and making my own version. So there's that. But guys, go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe-ish button. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm trying to get to 5,000. And of course, if you want to help the channel keep growing and the secondary channel actually, you know, something, because it's got no monetization, go ahead and check out the Patreon and be like John, Thomas, and Megan, who do help support the channel every month, and every little bit goes to help. So especially if you want to get some Shoky merch, that's a big deal, because, you know, there's some new stuff coming out, if it hasn't already, for Double October. If you want to be some of the first people to grab some Double October gear, by all means, if you're a fan. But this thing, yeah, this is just cool. I'm sorry, this is a very cool kit. Oh, sorry. One negative that I will say, it's the same problem that all of them have, is the forearm that won't close. That is my biggest issue with this kit. Sorry, I'll leave it on that note. But I'll catch you guys on the next review, which I think will put us into Double October. Yep. So remember, as always, keep on building.